my god, I can't even get the words out today. Communicate. Communicate? It's not the word. Hiya, you Smart Doll fans out there. So I thought I would do a video. Rather than an unboxing, I thought it was needed to have, I feel like we needed to have some more collection videos, okay? As you can see, I have 3 Smart Dolls in my collection. I know it's not as much as many other people out there, but in kind of a short space of time, as you can see, I've managed to accumulate lots of accessories already for my girls. Don't get me wrong, it's a very, very expensive hobby. Don't go into it with your eyes wide shut. Go into this collection with your eyes wide open. And make sure that you have quite a big wallet as you go in. There is some cheaper options which I will go through with you today. So anyway guys, I'm going to start off with the dolls. So my first doll, as some of you probably know, is my Monday, and her name is Jerry. I picked her first and she still is my favourite to this day. I just love her face sculpt. I love everything about her. Anyway, so the next 2 I ordered was Genesis, who is Tiffany, and also my most recent Smart Doll is Variant, semi-real. So I collect the semi-real dolls because I obviously prefer the natural Barbie look compared to the anime, even though I know these dolls were made really for, you know, they're made in Japan, so they've got Japanese culture. But it was so nice when they finally released these girls, which made me want them. So I'm just going to talk about some of the bits that they come with. So I think Clea on the end and Jerry are both pretty much head to toe in CJ attire, or as they say it on the website, apparel. So we've got the pink top and knitted top, and then the little charcoal shorts. The shoes and socks are actually from AliExpress, which makes sometimes a lot cheaper. So I usually go for the 1/3, and that stuff usually fits pretty much all the Smart Doll, all the stuff I've bought anyway has fit, and they're super cheap. They're like, for example, these new trainers that I bought, they're super cheap, and they were like £1 something, you know, and they're nice quality. You know, I have to say, not all of it's great quality, but you ain't gonna know until you get it. But anyway, so also, like I said, Clea is wearing CJ clothes, and that there I think is now discontinued, that top sort of dress. She's also wearing the pumps, the yellow pumps as well, and again the socks are another AliExpress. They just add you know, these tiny little details, and like her necklace and stuff I made myself. Some things are pretty easy to create. And obviously Genesis is wearing, I can't remember the name of the company, but I have done a separate review if you wanted to check that out. Which also, this was another outfit that came from this thing, so it's like a little yellow jumpsuit. But like I said, sometimes you can find really good deals, but then sometimes you can find a little bit more expensive. For example, I have Dolce Ray. They come well packaged, as you can see. They have lots of cosplay outfits. They are a bit more on the pricey side, but their quality is, you can't fault it. The only tiny issue I have is there is no whole piece on the back to fit our stands. So that is the only downside to Dolce Ray, but other than that, they are beautiful and I do keep buying them. It's just a little bit of a shame I don't display them as much because of the stands. But I say that, so there's this piece which is from Final Fantasy, it's a Rhinoa. And also I have the wedding dress that's been recently released, and a gold I call this my Austin Powers dress. So these ones, because they're dresses, you can generally fit the stand up behind, and they're fine. So that is a bit more on the expensive side, but not probably as expensive as CJ. And of course CJ does do their own shoes. The one thing I have noticed on the website is that they have stopped doing really good quality boots. They just seem to be all vinyl and plastic now, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that and don't see myself buying any of those when you can get a lot nicer shoes. So I am hoping that Danny comes back with some more proper boots, because these are the only ones I have and I do love them. Also, I do have hand packs. I think I've got a complete mixture here of tea coloured hand packs. So yeah, there are lots of different, you know, ways the hands are moulded. They are really brilliant, and again, things like this are a great addition to your collection. It's just nice to have something a little bit different. Also, the girls can have different bust sizes, but currently the Smart Doll website are only doing up to a medium bust, which is modelled here by Tiffany. I don't think they're too overly big. In fact, I think I prefer them. They just fit the dresses a lot easier and a lot better. So definitely go for a medium bust if you can afford the extra. It's definitely worth it. I will be doing the same for my other two girls. So let me just go through some of the bits and pieces. So I bought one of these tiny little Magnum guns, which can be held if they've got a held hand, sort of hand. Okay, so that's really cool. So that was like £2 off AliExpress, and I think it was a keychain. So you can find some really quirky things that fit Smart Doll, not necessarily for them. But if you do find them, it's quite ideal because they are super cheap. So, you know, I've got accessories like that. I've also got the Kit and Kat accessories, which I think are another essential for Smart Dolls. It's really, really cool. So they come in like this little piece here. I've also done a separate review on this, so I'm not going to go in too much depth. But you can buy a set of earrings that come with magnets, and you just pop the head off and you can pop them in there, and don't need to take them out again. Once they're in there, you can do as you please and buy lots of different accessories, including a belly bar. So if you'd like to see my review on how those work, but again, another essential to accessories for the Smart Dolls. Another thing I bought, so if I just get rid of the gun, was these little handheld mics. Now, they are for smartphones or something like that. If you plug them in, apparently you can use them. I haven't seen them work. I didn't buy them for that reason. They were like 90p. They were super cheap. I cut the cords off so that they look like they have cordless mics. Again, they can be held. So they are another really, really cool piece to own. Again. And then, like I said, they also come with their own stand, which is a telescopic aerial sort of stand, which just clips on the back, and you can display them, and when you take pictures you can angle it from side to side so you can move them behind their leg and you can't see them. My only downfall with these basic stands is that they can only go side to side, they can't go up and down. But we have, I'm sure I've got, yeah, here. So these are the new stands, and they're called clickety-click stands. For example, don't know if you can hear that, but they click. Okay? These stands are really good. Okay, so having my experience, they've got upsides and downsides. So let me just explain. The upside is that you can move the stand as close to behind them as you like, away from them, it just really helps with displaying them on smaller display units, so I find myself. My only disappointment is that the clickety click stands have a much more bigger piece. So when you try to say put on a dress, for example, this piece here, the dress comes right over if it doesn't have the hole in the back. If it's got the hole in the back, you're absolutely fine. But I find, you know, for example, this outfit here on the end, there is no hole on the back of that. So if I was to put that up, the dress would stick out quite far. So that's my only disappointment, but I do love them. And again, if you do want CJ stands, you can buy them in packs of 3, 2, or just get the one. So let's see, what else? So like I said, I've got lots of different clothes. I've got like lots of CJ outfits. Well, I haven't got a lot of CJ outfits because they're so expensive. But I do have lots of different outfits from AliExpress, Dolce, Elite Doll World is another one, which are on Estee. Again, the main CJ shoes I have are the pumps, which I prefer anyway. So I've got lots of them. But if you can't afford them, you know, you can get lots of different boots for like £1. Obviously the quality is not as amazing, but they are pretty good. You know, they're not a bad little shoe, I have to say. They are really, really, really cute. And apparently, according to my friends, they looked more expensive than some of the CJ stuff. These are also a big favourite of mine, which Jerry wears quite a bit. So they're like the Spice Girl shoe, and they do have like a great big buffalo sort of look to them. And they're also like £4 or something like that. So yeah, the next thing I think we can talk about, guys, is actually the wigs. Now I keep my wigs in a special box in here. So actually, before we get onto the wigs, I'll just quickly show you. So all Smart Dolls come with a special card from Danny. You can ask him to sign it and he will do that for you. So there's the cards. I'll pop that down. Oops. And then also they come with their own bag, which they are sent to you in. Danny can also sign the bag as well, and it says keep calm and carry a smart doll. I now have 3 of these. So yeah, just by looking at this all together now, I've realised how much money I've probably spent and how much money I still need to pay. So I've got a few other bits coming, which I'll talk about after this. So I've got my wigs and I keep them in one of these. Now one of these boxes is one of the boxes that all the Smart Doll accessories come in when you buy the doll. Depending on how much you buy, it might be very, very little, or you do have a few nice pieces in there. But I keep mine especially for all my doll wigs. And I do have more boxes in the attic of the Smart Dolls. This is only one, so I'm doing quite well. So I've got a few wigs. Some of them are from Estee. Some of them are from, I think, Dallas Doll Co., who do really, really nice wigs. I don't think any of my girls are wearing any right now, but I know that blonde one is from there. I did even create my own red wig, that one there, which I found quite easy to make. So that's another thing with these dolls. Like I said earlier, you can make lots of bits for them. And then obviously you got your CJ bags. I think they're all wearing them, apart from Monday's wig is in here. I always try and keep Monday as a redhead because it just sort of suits her. So I do have a couple of other red styled wigs, you know. So that is where I keep all my wigs in there. So I've also got some more bits coming actually. So I've got a few bits coming from AliExpress. I think I've got a few wigs coming. You can find lots of things on there really cheap. I've also got my first ever Chaos head coming. So I haven't bought any of those pieces before. But I've always loved Mirai. But again, because she's anime, I obviously collect semi-real dolls. and it would be nice to have a semi-real version of Mariah. So I do have one coming. I've also got some brown eyes to come as well, which I think are the same eyes as Genesis here. So then I will need to get a wig. I will be needing to get a body as well in cinnamon. So she's on the way, and then again I have a Alice in Wonderland style, sexy sort of style doldre dress coming as well. So I've got a few more pieces, I've got my eye on a few more pieces, but yeah, I think at the moment I've just got to slow down. It's been absolutely fun collecting these dolls. They photograph so well, and if you're going through anything, they really do help take your mind off of things. They really are full of character, and I had lots of other collections of dolls that I sold to, you know, help fund these girls, because they do outbeat pretty much any other collection I own apart from my Disney dolls. But yeah, if you're thinking about buying a smart doll, I would 100% get one. Just make sure you save up a lot of money. Also, another thing to help pay for them is PayPal credit. It really helps. I probably shouldn't be encouraging it, but it does really help with payments monthly instead of all in one go. But anyway guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also, if you've enjoyed the background music, you can download that as well on Spotify, iTunes, and whatever it is you use to download your music. So thank you very much for watching. You are the one who's stuck inside your face.